This movie is about a group of people who get themselves prepared for a social crisis and learns how to survive in such situations. The movie starts with a man, Antoine, and his family faking an escape from their home in case of an emergency. Basically, Antoine is a survivalism enthusiast who gets his inspiration from a charismatic YouTuber named Elaine. Antoine teaches his family how to be self-sufficient if the government collapses or when there's a natural disaster. Antoine joins Elaine for a course that would then teach him the skills of survival. On his arrival at Elaine's camp, Antoine meets the other members, including Rachel, a former soldier, Sebastian, a hunting enthusiast, Anna, Francois, and David. Elaine's place consists of a greenhouse, chicken coops, a generator, solar panels, and batteries. Elaine tells the students how he managed to build his survivalist temporary zone in a decade. He tells them about the right path to escape the camp, but doesn't show them the path. He tells them to not go in the woods without him. At night, the group members get along pretty well and discuss their distrust of the government. Their conversation is interrupted by Elaine, who reminds them that 10:30 is the curfew time. In the morning, the training starts and the students learn to handle guns, store wood, and plant vegetables. At the end of the day, all of them have dinner with Elaine, who tells them how his girlfriend left him when he decided to move far away from the city. Elaine thanks the campers for being with him. At night, all of them hang out around a bonfire where Rachel shows them her skills of self-defense. She tells that her boyfriend is also in the army, but she's not anymore. In the morning, Elaine splits his students to practice with the guns. Elaine gets a message on his phone, and he gathers everybody to show them his traps, through which he gets a message when an animal is trapped. He shows them how to cut an animal and tells them about the edible organs of an animal. In the evening, the campers arrange another bonfire where they discuss what they would do if they catch a human in the traps. Everybody gives his opinion about killing the intruder, until Elaine tells them that the intruder can also be useful for them if he's a man with skill. In the morning, the campers are taught by Elaine how to make bombs. During their practice, a crate of bombs explodes and Francois gets killed on the spot. Everybody gets shocked as they try to save Francois, but they couldn't. Later, Elaine and the campers discuss what to do next. All of them, except Elaine and David, suggest that they should call the police, but Elaine interrupts by saying that this is kind of an emergency they are preparing for. Everybody goes to the tent and discusses the way to get their mobile phones back, while David listens to them. Suddenly, they hear a noise. They get out of the tent and see Elaine burning Francois' dead body. All of them go to argue with Elaine when he punches Anna. Antoine, Rachel, and Sebastian get back to the tent to pack their things and leave the camp. Elaine arrives at the camp and tries to stop them from leaving. David takes Elaine's side and points the gun at others to stop them. Rachel tells him that it won't be an accident if he shoots. David finally lets them leave, but when they are about to leave, Elaine shows up with a gun shooting at Anna's leg. The other campers manage to escape while Elaine asks David to help him with Anna. Elaine ties Anna to a table while she keeps on yelling at him. On the other hand, the escaped trio tries to find a way out. Sebastian gets into one of Elaine's traps and gets killed. Elaine gets to know about their location and he goes along with David to set out to catch Rachel and Antoine. When they arrive at the spot, they find Sebastian's body. On the other hand, Rachel and Elaine find a storehouse from where they take guns and a GPS which they can help them escape. David finds Rachel and points the gun at her from a distance, but Elaine keeps him from shooting, as he doesn't want more deaths on his property. David tells Elaine that if Rachel and Antoine manage to escape, Elaine's dream in life will be destroyed, and Elaine seems to get this point. In the morning, Rachel and Antoine come across a frozen river. Rachel falls into the water when she hits a weak spot in the ice, but before she dies in there, Antoine rescues her. In further scenes, we see Rachel thanking Antoine to save her life and complimenting him for his bravery. Later, the duo, with the help of GPS, finds their cars, but they realize that the tires have been slashed. At that moment, David shows up and starts shooting at the car, resulting in David's death. Rachel manages to escape the car and shoots at David's legs. She then kills David by hitting his head with the gun. She sheds some tears for David and takes his gun and the supplies with her. When Elaine arrives at the spot, Rachel is already gone. Rachel goes to Elaine's camp and finds Anna dead. She decides to take revenge and starts a fire at the greenhouse, which leads Elaine back to his camp. When Elaine arrives there in a snowmobile, Rachel starts firing bullets at him. Elaine manages to get into the camp with the help of a smoke grenade. When he gets into the house, he confronts Rachel. There, they get into a fistfight. Elaine tries to kill Rachel with a power cord, but Rachel uses her self-defense skills and stabs Elaine in the leg. Then she decides to take Elaine to the police while Elaine threatens her that if she goes to the police, she'll also be arrested. Rachel is determined to take Elaine to the police, as she doesn't want to solve this without any more blood on her hands. While Rachel taking Elaine to the police on the snowmobile, the movie ends.